I know you know where they are, so tell me, before I do some damage you won't walk away from.
Do it right. Sometimes you do it wrong and you prove them right. But through whose eyes you was wrong when you lose a life? Sometimes you lose it all. It's like you threw the dice and realize that you was off. Listen, do it right. Sometimes you do it wrong and you prove them right. But through whose eyes you was wrong when you lose a life? Sometimes you lose it all. It's like you threw the dice and realize that you was off. Longevity in life, people. That's the goal. Stay the course. You are now tuned in to the Evolved Energy Podcast. This is where we push positivity through strength and evolution. I am your host, Twyce. Hope everyone's riding on high vibrations today and in good spirits. Feeling great. I know I am. Today we're going to talk about fuel. You know, what you put in your body, and why it matters more than most people realize. It's not about dieting. It's not about trends. This is about understanding that fuel is information, and your body responds to what you feed it. Let's get into it. See, everything you eat sends your body a message. That's why you feel certain ways after you eat certain things. Now remember, you know, we all know this. When you used to drink a lot of liquor, have a hangover, what do you want? Something greasy, a burger, because that coats your stomach. You need that. And that works. It's a blessing. You know, it works wonders with that greasy food after a hard night of drinking. Why do we drink Gatorade? Or people drink energy drinks? I stay away from those. I will repeat, I stay away from those. But because when they drink it, they get hype, you know? Gatorade, we drink great Gatorade. It replenishes the sugars in our body. That's why we feel refreshed after we drink it. But yeah, it tells your body, food tells you everything. We're supposed to use it as fuel, but we don't. And that's the issue. Us as human beings, we use it, we overuse it. And then it becomes unhealthy for us. Certain foods become unhealthy because we chose to use it to be, instead of intentional and use it, you know, food as a, as a tool, we took the food. And every time we felt hungry, even if we didn't feel hungry, we see something that looked good, oh, we have to taste that. We have to try that. Nope, because then you keep picking and picking and picking. Before you know it, you gain you gain some weight. And it's just empty calories. There's no reason to eat that much. You know, every time you eat something, at least me, I have to, is the protein, the carb, the veggie, the sugars. I all that comes into play anytime I look at a plate. So I guess it's over time just training yourself to be that way. Because like I just said, you must eat with intention. If you don't, it gets out of hand. When you eat clean, you think clearer. You recover faster and you show up stronger. So it's necessary. It's a necessity to eat clean. And it's not extreme. People take it too far. Like eating clean, it's too extreme. I can't eat like that. You need to live a little. Well, I am trying to live a little. I'm actually trying to live long. That's why I'm choosing what I'm eating. I'm very selective. You guys know, well, if you're just joining us, I'm vegan, been vegan for 10 years, so I'm very selective. But yeah, I just think clean eating, you have to do it. It's not a choice, because over time, if you don't, you're done. You're gonna be unhealthy. It's inevitable. Like no one has not ate clean for their lifestyle, and changed it into a lifestyle, ate dirty and just ate whatever and ended up in shape in the end. No, that doesn't make any sense. You have to eat clean. So, and it doesn't mean perfection. It just means making better choices. Choose the foods that serve you rather than sabotage you. Because that's what it is. And everything, sugar, all of that is more addictive than drugs. It's actually sugar is a drug. Everyone loves it, So it comes to a point though, it's a detriment to our health. Sugar becomes diabetes because we overindulge. And then it runs in our bloodline like mine. So I got to be extra careful. So I'm just real happy I'm actually in this lane. But how about the people? This is for the people that's not in the lane. Like I'm just tired of, people just taking the easy way out and not doing anything. And it actually becomes the hard. You go out. It's a hard way to go out. Actually, so I don't know. I just think when I'm looking at food nowadays, there's so many damn commercials on TV. Every 5 seconds, they're showing you the new burger or the new Frosty or the new whatever. We're just addicted to that stuff. Nope. You better start choosing these whole foods with the real ingredients. Start choosing water over sugar. You don't need a label either. You just need consistency. Don't just be tedious in the store. And no, but you're smart. Look at the healthy stuff and just gradually switch over to that. Gradually. And, you'll end up on the right side of the track. If not, no one wins against unhealthy. Being unhealthy, no one wins. So you have to. This is mandatory. And there's a proper way to gauge this. See how you feel after you eat. You feeling sluggish, foggy, heavy, or you feeling high energy? You feeling focused, steady strength. You're ready to just run 5 miles, tackle Andre the Giant. You are just feeling great. That's how you're supposed to feel after you eat. Not tapping on your belly. Oh, man, I just ate a whole bunch. I feel, let me take a nap. Nope, that's the opposite way. That means you're fueling your body with the wrong things. Listen to your energy. Listen to it. See how if you eat something and you feel, just like I said, sluggish, that's wrong. If you eat something, you feel good, you feel light, and it was nutritious, you did the right thing. So that's simple. Eat clean, feel better. Eat dirty, feel terrible. And you don't have to I'm not going to lie, I threw everything away. When I seen this video about, what I was eating or what we eat as a people, I'm a cold turkey guy. I threw everything out. But you make small, simple shifts, but make important shifts that matter. You don't need a full overhaul. Start real small. For example, if you know you don't drink enough water, start drinking more water. If you know you're eating dirty every day, start with 1 clean meal a day. Add vegetables to your meal. Add some real protein. Cut back on the negative things. Cut back on the soda. Can't believe soda's still being sold. Terrible. But anyways, cut back on the soda. If you're still smoking cigarettes, cut back on the cigarettes. Whatever bad habits you have, slowly but surely get them out of your routine. You can't be that thick-headed to know that something's killing you down the road, to keep doing it consistently at that. I don't know if I said this before, but one of the most important commercials to me, it just stuck with me since I was a kid. When the lady is on TV from smoking cigarettes and her face is deformed, and she has like this thing in her throat that she has that voice because she can't talk anymore. She has to breathe through her throat, or it's just a messed up commercial. That commercial stuck with me to this day. I seen that commercial in the 80s. So to me, I'm like, oh, I'll never smoke, because that can happen. That lady's disfiguration, that can happen to me. So why would I ever pick up a cigarette? It makes no sense. And us as human beings, when we know better, we actually don't do better. We're hard-headed. But certain things that we're hard-headed on, it can kill us. So it doesn't pay to be hard-headed in certain areas of your life. That, to me, that's being stupid. And I don't care about live fast, die young. No, you don't want to die young. No, you don't. No one wants to die young. You know, certain people live a certain lifestyle, which might, bring a high chance that they can die because they're living a reckless life. But no, most people don't want to just eat crazy, one fast and die. No, if we can stop it, we're going to stop it. And this is why we're doing this. Come on now. Let's think about it. Don't be stubborn to the point where you kill yourself. So let's just start small, and we could create some big change if we make some small shifts. How about that? Especially if it's done with consistency. Think about that. Why don't you think about this? This is what I want to know. I want to know this. This is a question I have. How much self-respect do you have for yourself if you're treating your body the way you do? That's something I want to talk about. I believe that good fueling of the body represents self-respect. And if you think about it, it makes total sense. We never thought about this growing up, or at least I didn't. Ripping and running, eating whatever. But if we really care about ourselves and our body's our temple, we love ourselves like we say we love ourselves, shouldn't we treat ourselves better? Like physically, shouldn't we treat this body like a temple? Like we shouldn't play around with it. See, this is my take now. And listen, what I'm doing here is just trying to bring awareness. I'm not trying to act like I'm better or anything. No, I'm just aware of what's going on because I'm a well-rounded person. I think a lot, meaning I think about how other people feel, or the saying, what if say the shoe was on the other foot? Put yourself in his or her shoes. I'm one of those. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it was because I was over there. I was on that side. So now that I'm not, I'm just trying to bring awareness. That's just my little disclaimer, because I don't want to sound like I'm coming from a place that I think I'm on a higher pedestal. No, not at all. I'm just trying to, give you some knowledge, or some motivation. Just some motivation. But where was I? Yeah. So I am now looking at this thing from the other side. Why do we choose to celebrate with things that aren't good for our system? Like liquor. I don't get it. I used to drink heavy. Me and my brothers, my family, we used to get busy. I mean, listen, drink. So I know where you're at when you're drinking. It's the best feeling in the world. You feel you're on cloud 9. Everything's just flowing. You're just going. Conversation's great. You're feeling good. Not really thinking about the liquor itself because it's a casual thing. We're all doing it. But in reality, some of us make it out clean and some of us don't. Later in life, all that alcohol, it catches up with us. That's why you see some of us, some of our peers, some of our relatives just all of a sudden having issues. And before you know it, they're gone. And it all could have been prevented. So let's just think about what we're putting in our bodies from now on, because it'll all matter later when we need it the most. So if this episode helped you rethink how you fuel your body, share it with somebody else that needs that same reminder. Fuel your body, focus your mind, evolve your spirit. And always remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. This is the Evolved Energy Podcast. Peace and power.